Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Monsieur. I'm called to return to come back and speak about this ascension process. But for those who have been ready for this ascension, we're really on the last lap. It's really it's not the easiest part, but we're really ready for this upgrade and this cosmic inner transformation. There's a lot of changes. We don't want to resist the change. We want to change with the change and make new choices. Although it may not be understood by others, we're really entering into this new age of Aquarius, which is completely different from the age of Pisces. All of the structure of the three fourth dimension is completely crumbling. This old age of Pisces, of saviors and messiahs, and the new age of Aquarius is the age of angels and self-liberation. So we have to renounce all of the old dogmas in order to turn to the inner presence, the living presence of God and the truth of the Spirit. But the age of Aquarius is really outside of the norm. It's like really not the new normal will not be normal. It's like it's going to be outside of the norm. It's very important to address the energy within that is dominant. For me, it's like I have no choice, but those interpersonal relationships are dominant within me, and I have to align with it, find peace, find joy, express compassion, break my limitation. All kinds of limitation have been broken down because of it. And it's changing all the time. We have to adapt, let go, and move back and come back, and so it's like be attuned to the present moment and whatever your inner guidance is doing. For all is catalyst for growth, all is design. We're learning courage, patience, and wisdom. It's really essential to learn courage, patience, and wisdom, and this is really what is teaching us. Understanding every failure, every obstacle that we don't, everything is teaching us something. So we have to ability to start anew, to get up and start again. It's like for those who have never failed, I've never tried anything in reality, because if you stay within your comfort zone, of course you're not going to fail. But as soon as you aspire for more, you aspire for all that is in truth, for those who are for the bar on the highest level, to become one with the one, then it's like, whoa. It's like a lot. That's what I've been doing for many decades, and it's like really I never thought it would be so difficult, but it's leading me to where I need to be. So it's like to have the courage to pursue your passion and your vision, and to not to care about what anybody else thinks, to work in alignment with your own soul and spirit. For there is this burden of external expectations within this matrix. So it's important to continue to cultivate this self-thought, positive self-thought, that you are following your highest passion and inspiration. I am that I am. Remember your true self, and living in harmony with your highest value and your highest whatever makes sense, and to always be able to readjust and evolve and grow. But there is this inner core, this inner values that we have to be flexible in relationship to anything else, but our principle of integrity, we cannot compromise with that, to be true to ourselves. And we have to keep moving forward regardless of the result. It's like sometimes there's so many obstacles, and it's like it takes so long to get where we need to go, but we really have there was so many great inventions that were done. It's like it was the work of for like thousands of failure before they actually. Edison made 100,000 light bulb before he made the first one, but then he changed the world with that. Nobody believed in his invention. So just one example. So we do also need to understand that there is still dark extraterrestrial reptilians on the planets, and so but less and less and less as time goes by, and there's still the controlling all the lower vibration puppets of the Earth plane, of the Earth stage. And so, but all political parties are about separation and opposition, and they're both serving a dark agenda. In the future, we'll get rid of that. We'll just need to federate the consciousness around the common goal of peace, happiness, prosperity, and respect. Also, a respect of everybody's right to live. So it's very important. Free will is something very important. And so to continue to practice compassion, love, and unity. So this is really the new agenda, the agenda of peace. Personally, I'm more Republican than Democrat. For every voice needs to be heard. Everybody in the new society, everybody will be included. There is many tests to know who is capable of living with the responsibility of this new age. That's what time is getting longer, to qualify as many people, to give as many opportunity to people to express compassion, to express love, to find a way to forgive, to move beyond the ego self-limitation. But personally, I'm still more Republican than Democrat. A Democrat will tell you, well, anybody has the same right to lead. So we will pull somebody out of the hat and we'll make him a leader. Republican will tell you it's a meritocracy. It's those who have thought about all the problems that have demonstrated administrative wisdom and higher consciousness will be the ones that will be selected. It's like Plato uses the example of a surgeon. Are you going if you need a surgery upon yourself, are you going to pull somebody out of the hat, or are you going to choose the most qualified surgeon? No, you're going to. So for a leader, should be the same thing. So I do believe in meritocracy. And more than mediocracy. So it's like, but if politicians had the solution to our problems, we'll all be living in peace and harmony, and the world would be in peace and harmony, and we'll all be living in paradise. So that means there is a lot more about power and self-serving powers within the political realm. That doesn't mean that all politicians are corrupted, of course. I'm not saying that. There is some that are waiting for the time to come in to serve the people. For like the leading is the highest form of service. Personally, I may be delivered from this responsibility. Long time ago, I've been told that I would have a responsibility on the political stage, but there may be people that have more ambition than I am, and I'm be completely satisfied taking care of my cultural and scientific project. But if I'm called, I will respond to the call, of course. So everything everything that is going on is by design. It is a test. It offers opportunity to qualify more people for this paradise earth, this golden age, the age of wisdom, the age of peace, the age of harmony and concord. So, and as we ascend through the spectrum of higher light, our consciousness is able to ascend. We're becoming more powerful than the archons that are beyond those dark souls, dark beings that are completely devoid of light, that are pulling the strings behind the scenes. And it's like, but they will always do whatever they can to prevent us, or throw us down. So it's very important to eliminate every negative trait from the ego, because it's all part of this grand experiment of this universe, and to exit the samsara, to move into the nirvana of being, the higher, the multi-dimensional. There is a new higher timeline that is unfolding. So it is very important to stay in touch with your inner self, to get the update and the information of what is important for you at any given moment. But trust the plan of the Prime Creator, and know the Prime Creator is in charge of this program. And the more we can activate that within ourselves, the faster our life will flow. And sometimes we have to deal with energies that don't really belong to us, that belong to the collective. So because God says, well, it has to be dealt with. So it's like things are coming down to us. So it's like, but we're doing great service, and the rewards will come eventually for all the works, all the goodwill we put forward. And so I wanted to thank you so much, by the way, for your donations, for your service, for supporting the channel, for your presence. It's very important to follow our passions without expectation, to follow all that is really bring us joy and passion all the way until, and then once it's like gets stuck, then we let go and have no expectation of result. That being said, when I paint, I'm very passionate. I always end up finding the result that satisfies me. So there is still objective and goals when we do things. It has to be understand. It has to be channeled into. We need to have objective and plans, nevertheless. So for everything, even the dark ones are serving God, but they don't know about it because it's serving the expansion of the universe. So. But as we open ourselves more to this ascension process, to our higher self, we become infinitely more sensitive. But sensitive, we feel more joy, we feel more peace, we feel more expansion. We make amazing discovery because we come into the connection with the mind of God. But we also have to feel pain and suffering and sorrow and all that. So it's part of the process to integrate and utilize the violet fire to transmute all the darkness and shadow that we may become. To think about it when those things come to us, to invoke the violet fire, and to call on the Archangel Zadkiel, the Lady Amethyst, the Master Saint Germain, or Lady Portia. They're like working on this frequency of the 7 ray. So we're all waiting for the collective consciousness to tip towards the light. But for the media, it's still controlled by the dark, and people are still controlled by the media. So it's like, but as soon as the tipping point will be reached and there will be more light than shadows, we won't be on the defensive. We'll be able to move on the offensive, and so that's really what we seek. Also understanding that our guides and our angels are operating from beyond the veil. They're celestial beings with divine. They will always respect our free will, but we can ask them to work with us, and they're beyond the veil of ignorance and separation. And for it is really what we're experiencing now is the accumulation of 1,000 lifetimes that will accumulate in the ascension. It's like great suffering that will accumulate in amazing joy. And we have to have faith and trust in that, to reconnect to our multi-dimensional nature, the realization of the great I am, and the I am that I am. So it's like to be the embodiment of that inner divinity. The galactics are coming closer. There are higher beings that are protecting the planet, that are positive extraterrestrial. Of all those groups, the Pleiadians may be the more active and the one that are the most involved in our collective ascension, although everybody is very active, and there's many channels. I have a channel on Telegram that's I share that on it's called Gilles Mancillon, I think, and I share like videos in French and English that I think are meaningful. Sometimes people to discover new channel because there's so many interesting channels now, and then people send me like on social media videos every day of those channels. It's very kind. I'm very appreciative of you wanting to share, but I already subscribe to those videos, and I have hundreds of videos on my list to see. I can see them all. I don't really need to see them all. Although whenever something that kind of like if a book comes into your hand, it's because there is something within it for you. So your guides will send that. And so, but it's the realization of that I am is really, it's doable. It's like the Buddha's done it, the Christ done it, Muhammad's done it, Saint Germain's done it, many masters before us. So if one of us can do it, everybody can do it. So just go with your own flow, go with and your own pace. Just be kind to yourself, and it's like a dance of expansion of the consciousness with every step. Meditation remains very important and potent, because it learns to still the mind, and that is a tool that leads us to the grand portal of expansion towards higher dimension. So it's very important to continue to cultivate this, to do this meditation, to find a sense of peace and relaxation, and to do yoga or breath work, as well as studying a new spiritual teaching, as well as old wisdom. So it is all a part of the process. There is so much that all the tools have been given to humanity for their ascension. It's like if we don't have it, it's because if we seek, we'll find them. And so there's many groups of people that are expecting, they're really being passive, expecting that a group of politicians will liberate them and liberate the world. It's not going to happen like that. It will require the active participation of everybody. Doesn't mean that you have to like go on the street and like or do anything. Like sometimes it's just like making choices within is the right action, taking a position, sending light, sending love, sending energy into a situation that really assists the process. But it will not, although there's some politicians that are waiting for their hours, that are very well intended. And we'll see them as the mask will soon drop. And but we need the active participation of everyone, and both from within or without, given the circumstances. And there is a great gathering on the astral plane. When we sleep, we all gather together to recreate this new world. And some people are aware, some people are not aware. When we wake up in the morning, we wake up with energies. We don't always know why we wake up with certain energies or dreams or whatever. Dreams are messages or transmutation process. It depends on the dream. But understanding all three and third dimensional system are crumbling down. We're leaving this Piscean consciousness matrix to move into that will be replaced by the Aquarian matrix. We welcome the Arcturians into our life as well. They're very potent and powerful and wise guides and friends. For Arcturus is a midpoint between the spiritual, higher spiritual realm and the physical, the lower matrix of the sub-universe. So the Arcturians are the shepherd of the human soul. When people have near-death experience, I speak about them because they came in. So it's like when people have near-death experience, they experience the matrix of Arcturus, this loving, this amazing love matrix, and then they're sent back into their body. So it's very important to align with this mid-fourth dimension, upper fourth dimension, or higher dimension, and to continue to cultivate this sense of well-being and understanding this age of Aquarius is the age of angels and self-liberation. But we need to be submissive to our higher self, to the God, to the highest form of divinity we can connect with. Very important, as well as renouncing all the old dogmas of the archons that created all those like very dark matrix of submission to darkness, to control, to like just be in the presence of your I am presence, be connected to the living presence of God, and allow the mirror of life to reflect you. What's the observer of the day from the Akash perspective is the man-woman. To resolve the dichotomy, we need to find balance. They have made everything they could to make men and women not enemies, but to create this. The divine masculine and the divine feminine has been really hurt by this program of reversal that they've been creating. So now we need to find the blend in, the loving one another. Really, it's like woman is the holy grail was created as the perfect complement for men in truth, and man is the perfect complement for woman. Although, like, I'm not criticizing homosexuality. If I was homosexual, I would be, but I'm not. So I'm just following. I'm just saying. But even that, everybody has to follow what their heart is telling them. Yet, except we should just keep that, still protect the children from all their programs that they're trying to enforce. It's like really like sexualizing the children is a crime against humanity, and that's what my perception of that. And so it's like everybody will discover that in their own time. So the highest wisdom is living or traveling. So we're getting ready for traveling. What we need to understand is the monk or the nun is really to renounce all vows of celibacy or poverty, but not to disperse our energy. And sometimes we just need to be focused on what's important and not to disperse our energy. What we need to do is religion and spirituality. Follow whatever path that is consonant and resonant with you in terms of spirituality or religion. Do not criticize religion. There's been a lot of manipulation within the religion, but all the religion was still, although some of them were started by the Anunnakis, for instance, with their programs and so on, but there is higher divine intelligence that were the sponsor of that, and everybody's got the right to choose the way they follow the way towards their ascension. Everybody's got, so all the culture, regardless of the religion or the gods people worship, it's like it has to be honored and respected. Just to remind them that they have also this presence within their heart, so they don't forget that, because the idea of separation from God is this program of duality, this program of there is no need to find it. We need to reconnect to our Creator, and the outcome is the phobies. It's like to be able to face all our fears, and for that, once all the fears are being deactivated little by little, unconscious fear, irrational fears, all kinds of they push fear. They put fear everywhere, so that we don't have time to turn to love. So just utilize whatever means is at your disposal. Call on your angels. Call on the Archangel Michael. Call on your Creator. Call on the violet fire. Do whatever you can to eliminate the unnecessary fear. There is certain fear that are warning against danger, so that's good it's like to warn us so we can prevent it. But 90% of them is completely irrational. And the fear wants to go home. She's like, yeah, I've done my work now. It's like, I want to return to the source. I'm like, and so the outcome, once we overcome that, is the ability to traverse the great water, to navigate as the vessels. I know it's like Spirit is telling me I'm going to have to be able soon to navigate, to have a boat, to go on the ocean. It's going to be really nice. As a Pisces, I really love the ocean. And I've always wanted, when I was a child, I wanted to get into the commercial navy or marine biology. I was very attracted to the ocean as a child. I'm going to pull a few cards, but it's also about like the sense of adventure, traversing the great ocean. The observer of the day is the orphan. Sometimes we feel abandoned, so it's the time to turn into the source, to breathe, to reconnect, to make peace with it, and to know that everything will come back. There's a lot of tests right now. Huh? We are tested, we are tried, we are challenged in order to expand. The highest wisdom is the thinker. So that means we have to have plans and to know whenever the door opens, you need to be ready for whatever you've been asking for, to have a very clear plan of actions, to have strategy, plans of actions. What needs to be understood is the reparation. How do we fix the situations? For the plans, where the plans is to fix, to repair, to rebalance. For me, it's like my life blew apart of like 3 years ago. It's like I need to get a home, get my paintings back, pay the debts from my father's. All kinds of things. So it's like, and to get my life in order. So it's like reparation is very important. To say sorry. Because we all make mistakes unconsciously. We may be offending people without consciousness, without knowing it. And so it's like asking for forgiveness, to say mea culpa for whatever imaginary or real transgression we've done. To forgive ourselves and to forgive others is really clear the way for freedom that is before us. What we need to do is here and now, and to be in the here and now. The past and the future will always be there, and the here and now is made of all the past and all the future combined. So it's very challenging, because God is so fast. When you tune into this presence of God, He moves from individual to collective, to simple, to complex, to past, to future, with like in a glimpse of a snap of a finger. It's like everything changes all the time. But trust the process and be in the here and now as much as possible, in the present. And the outcome will be the destinies. We want to come into the highest destiny. And it is really what is scheduled for all those who are willing, able, available, who have prepared themselves. There is a great shift that is coming. Do not worry about it. Just be yourself. Be connected to be in the trust that the universe is has your highest good at heart and is getting ready to unfold a higher destiny. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to pull a few cards. I forgot to take a song, so I'm going to sing a song that I know. It's an old song that was sung by Elvis Presley. I think it was the Neville Brothers. It's a romantic song that originally sang it. It's called The Unchained Melody. It goes like this. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch. Alone, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, in the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch. Alone, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Need your love. I need your love. God speed your love to me. Well, that's a good idea. I'm going to sing this song to this person. I felt she left me, but I feel we have a deep soul connection and we have destiny together, but I feel she left me. Maybe I'm going to send her this song. That's a good idea. We should appreciate it. I don't know. The observer of the day is a renewal. It's like it's a brand new life that is before us. To know that we don't know, and the new is always different than the old. What we need to the highest wisdom is optimism. What we need to understand is the light. what we need to do is humility. We are being humble, and life is going to break down all our ego beliefs and desire, our self-importance, or whatever. We need to be humble, to have a humble heart, to be in service, and to accept sometimes that we have to go through what we need to go through. But so life is so much easier when we're humble. We can be happy with very little. And we take possession of things. It's, arrogance and humility is the same thing. When it's the sophisticated level of arrogance is humility, the gross level of humility is arrogance. Arrogance needs to dominate when humility always places itself under. And the outcome will be an increase in intuition, getting more messages. Continue to follow your intuition, follow your joy, follow your highest. The intuition is the voice of the heart. It's really and the heart is the only guide we truly need in truth. So just continue to follow that. I thank you so very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.